Hello, I am Alisha Malik. I have came to the screen of Shiro Vision with some new pieces of news for you. Russia invades Ukraine. Angry scenes outside Wellington embassy. Angry scenes are unfolding outside the Russian embassy in Wellington, where protesters are chanting shame on Russia and Putin terrorists. Raw emotion was present in the roughly 100 people gathered in the solidarity to the support Ukraine and protest against Russia aggression. Some have thrown eggs and red paint symbolizing blood on Putin's hand at the embassy building in the suburb of Korori. Another protester began spray painting and obscenely directed at the Russian president on the driveway but was stopped midway by the police. Protester Tanya Harper yelled murderer as she banged on the bonnet of a car that attempted to enter the embassy. Harper said she was originally from Ukraine and moved to New Zealand 20 years ago. She had not spoken to her family since talking with her brother this morning, who is in Mykolaiv, in the south of Ukraine, which has been repeatedly bombed and feared for their lives. At least 137 people, including soldiers and civilians, have been killed in Ukraine since Russian forces invaded Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said. Health Minister Ole Lasko also said 169 people had been wounded. Harper said the airport in her home city had been bombed, preventing people from leaving along with many other airports and transport routes across the country. He and his family could not get out when I spoke to him this morning. I don't even know if they are still alive, she said through tears. I am scared I might not be able to speak to them again. New Zealand had joined international partners in condemning the attack, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said today, warning Russia would face consequences. Actions including imposing a blanket ban on travel and any exports that could end up military use in Russia. Protesters, however, were calling for stronger actions. They have done nothing, Harper said of the New Zealand government. They wanted the Russian ambassador expelled and the government to apply sanctions immediately. They need to be kicked out. Why are they here? They are murdering our people. Ardern today said expelling the ambassador. The other diplomats remained an option but was not one or two taken lightly. On developing an autonomous sanctions regime, Ardern today downplayed the effect that could have given the relative size of New Zealand trade with Russia. Titania Zorba has lived in New Zealand for 3 years and is also the only person in her Ukrainian family in New Zealand. Her immediate family are in Sami, in the northeast of the country, where there has been some of the heaviest fighting so far. She is overcome with emotions as she speaks with red puffy eyes and her mouth soaked in tears. All Russian people I know personally do not support the situation, the crime against Ukrainian people. My grandmother was a Ukrainian. There are many different nationalities in Russia. Normal, ordinary Russian people are peaceful. I am totally not supporting it. I am very emotional and I just feel ashamed. Ardern said to the Russia choosing this avoidable path, an unthinkable number of lives could be lost. There were about 40 New Zealanders in the Ukraine area. Some had already received consular help to leave and there was a team in Poland set up to assist further. The alternative to what New Zealand has done is to do, and that was not acceptable, Ardern said. Maintaining international order had I always had challenges and New Zealand had always been a strong voice. But this is balanced. Use of military might that would take innocent lives was something we cannot stand, she said. He accused the US and its allies of ignoring Russia's demands to prevent Ukraine from joining NATO and for security guarantees. Putin has also said he sees no reason for Ukraine to exist. The invasion is in wider context of the military alliance NATO expanding its membership around Russia's border. Ardern said Russia had ignored diplomatic efforts and would now suffer the consequence of its decision. It was flagrant disregard of international law. The country stood resolute with those fearing the brunt of Russia's actions, he said. On further action, Ardern said there were more measures including extended travel bans. There was also the ability to further restrict diplomatic engagements. An autonomous sanctions regime was just one lever, but Ardern said that would not assist in humanitarian situations. Above article shows that how the Russians peoples are got torturing by the Ukraine's people. Actually, not torturing, as because Ukraine peoples are getting emotional for their families. They are just trying to protest or trying to protect their family by this method, which is not good or which is not applicable for this. I hope there may be peace, or I hope there may be peace come soon as possible. At least 137 people, including soldiers and civilians, have been killed in Ukraine since Russian forces invaded. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said. New Zealand's response so far has included introducing targeted travel bans against Russian government officials and other individuals associated with the Russian invasion of Ukraine in line with a number of our partners, prohibiting the exports of goods to Russian military and security forces, suspending bilateral foreign ministry engagement until further notice. Other countries have started to recall high-level diplomats, including the United States, and impose strong sanctions. There have also been calls for New Zealand to adopt an autonomous sanctions regime. Currently, it relies solely on UN sanctions. However, such sanctions are not possible in this case because they would likely to be vetoed by Russia, a permanent member of the UN Security Council. Aotearoa, New Zealand has a proud history of being a voice for peace on the global stage, and now more than ever we need that voice to be loud and strong. She added, "Our first thoughts are with the people of Ukraine and their families, as well as the political activists, journalists, and the human rights defenders who dedicate their lives working to build a peaceful future for their country. Our thoughts are also with all those who made the targets of Russian violence, particularly Ukraine."
সবার সাথে সবার পাশে জিরো ভিশন আজ কলকাতা তথা গ্রাম বাংলার পশ্চিমবঙ্গের সাধারণ মানুষের পাশে এসে দাঁড়িয়েছে। জিরো ভিশন সবার সাথে সবার পাশে। আপনারাও পারেন জিরো ভিশনের মতন সবার পাশে এসে দাঁড়াতে। আসুন না সাহায্যের হাত বাড়িয়ে দিই। আপনারা যদি সাহায্য করতে চান তলার এই নাম্বারগুলোর সাথে যোগাযোগ করতে পারেন। প্রত্যেকটাই আমাদের জিরো ভিশন সংস্থার নাম্বার। ভালো থাকুন, সুস্থ থাকুন।
That's it for today for me and my team. Thank you for watching. Please stay safe and stay at home. If you like our channel, please do subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you.